Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now.
Against Arsenal.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So off we go then. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Yeah, Robert Lewandowski. He's just about the perfect all-round striker. Not least because...
Oh, no question, that's a foul. Well, it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. Mbappe, he's shifting through. Can he finish? Goal! Arsenal! Arsenal take the lead. No space, no problem. You just... Yeah, he's fouled him there. Now then, what's happening here? He is already on a yellow. And he has taken a dim view of this, a second yellow, and that means red. Well, the protest continues, but in the end they are defending the indefensible. Arsenal are now forced to play the bulk of the game a man short. He won't be happy with that one. Rijkaard. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Suarez with a definite foul there. Lewandowski. Rijkaard. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. Now then, the ball's come loose. Looking for the run. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Van de Ven. And it's Rijkaard.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Now it's Luis Suarez. Looking for options for movement. Crosses, big header! It's there! And the lead lost, no time at all!
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
That has certainly made things interesting.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop, just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is cracking stuff.
And that's definitely not his best.
Japan are clearly playing a patient game here, looking to pick out those runners.
Yeah, that's a lot of the forwards, this style, doesn't it? You need them to be very sharp, chasing non-stop, running after lost causes.
Yeah, and you need a lot of movement up front if you're going to make it work.
Rijkaard. And Azar. Oh, perfectly measured that. And this is Lewandowski. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. And here's Ibrahimovic. Now there's a fine ball. Rijkaard. Azar. Rijkaard. He's a sharp little ball here.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
He's had a shot! They want to be quick to recover this. Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
It's a clearance, but not much of one. Arsenal have the chance to go the other way. No way through. Nicely shaped ball. The less said about that pass, the better. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
He's had it taken off him. Jordan Henderson. Bale, very much a man of this moment.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
And that is out of play. And it's Pirlo. Pirlo's cross. Oh, smashing head! And again! Oh, that was a half-decent effort. Oh, Red, nice interception. Jordan Henderson. And he's been shifted off it. Just 5 minutes left until the break. Deftly out wide. And this is Bale. Produces a cross. Beckham picks it up out wide. It's a mighty effort! It's bounced back off the post. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. A probing pass, floated through, and this is Lewandowski. Lewandowski has got himself a free kick. Well, that looks like a final warning, still no card.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
So the last big chance perhaps before half-time. That's a half-decent try.
Yeah, it's good movement though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
Deep into stoppage time. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Tries to play it through. Gusto cuts up. And the first half is done. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. Reflections on the first half?
Japan will be pretty happy with the way they've performed so far. They remain calm after going behind, and they were able to raise the intensity, get their equaliser. So this isn't bad at all.
So in they come for the break with nothing to separate them. The score 1-1. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half.
Japan have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. OK, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going and eventually you'll get your break.
Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Deep cross. Oh, what a climb! Harmlessly behind. Rijkaard. It's a great gallop down the right-hand side. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Gerrard. He's looking wide. Figo. And this is Bale. Bale. Header! He's scored!
Boom! There we go. And it couldn't be much better. He was born for the glory he's just managed. The apple on top of the tree.
He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done.
Substitution in progress.
Arsenal choosing to make the first change.
Well, this could be an indication that the team are setting themselves up for the counter-attack here, Peter, and he is very good at that type of thing.
Japan get themselves into the lead.
This is the perfect example of how to play with a man advantage. Move the opposition from side to side, wear them down, deserve goal.
Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean. Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now. And the finish! And yes, it's there! How good is he right now? His boots twinkling at their golden best. Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
Well, it always comes down to the telling final pass, and that was a beauty.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
This is such a dominant performance. The defence are sick of the sight of him, but he doesn't look finished just yet.
Japan go 2 up and into a position of real strength.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Van der Ven gets over and intercepts. Great vision. Arsenal appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Played back in.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Ferdinand. Beckham. And here's Suarez. Rijkaard. Azar. Gusto. 75 minutes played. Now that looks a decent ball. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, it's taken out. That'll be a foul. And here's Messi. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. And the pass is intercepted. Rijkaard. Well, that pass isn't the best. Spread it left. Can he get on the end of this? And this is Messi. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Japan needed that. They really needed it.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Can he get it through? And this is Bale. He gets big. And it's there! And the lead is extended still further. It was casual, it was careless, and it has proven costly.
Yeah, they were made to pay for not moving the ball smartly enough through a very strong pressing wave.
Japan blast themselves into a 3-goal lead.
There will be 3
Now it's
minutes
Ibrahimovic.
added time.
Saliba. And they can counter here. And it's Rijkaard. Nicely aimed pass. Now it's Hazard. Picked out brilliantly. Messi! And that is it. The referee has seen enough. What a terrific response it was to adversity. What a fantastic game from those players. What unity, what joy. That was so very, very good. Ibrahimovic, a huge performance, answering the call. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
I think we just saw a team winning by playing to their strengths. There was a clear picture of what they set out to do, and the players were determined to deliver it, and they did.
Well, that's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me and to wish you all a very good evening.
And now, please turn towards the screen for a special presentation featuring...
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. Things have got underway here pretty promptly.
The midfield three, Peter, I think are going to be key in this lineup because it's a very expansive system.
Yeah, it certainly looks a very front-footed approach.
It is, and with the front three, especially the wide men, running at and beyond the defence, there's going to be an awful lot asked of the midfield. They have to supply those balls the attack can run onto, while at the same time maintaining the team's overall shape by linking the front and back.
Hazard, Forlan, gets his head on it! Goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Japan are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. And it's Pirlo. Vitinha. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Great vision. Can he get it through? Nice interception, well timed. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Utrecht clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Luis Suarez. Hakimi deals with that comfortably.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Hoisted upfield by the keeper. Quarter of an hour played. Threads one in. Oh, that's been cut out, well played. Suarez chasing after it. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Pirlo.
Japan are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Figo, closing in on goal. And that has been clubbed away. Some resolute defending there. And here's Ibrahimovic. Ambitious ball here. Nicely worked. That is good alertness. Chance here to counter.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
Oh, well measured. Real chance! He's a sharp little ball here. And he's managed to get free. Bale proves just a little bit too strong. It's gone out for a throw-in. Ball's out, it'll be a throw-in again. It's a promising position. Forlan. Some front-footed pressing going on here. Wasn't easy on the eye, but it's done its job. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Ibrahimovic!
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
And this is Ibrahimovic. Chance! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
Figo. And the shot's on here. Adams is there and he can get that clear.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
No, that's been intercepted. Thuram works it forward. Tries to pass it through. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Plays it out wide. Pirlo is there, and he can pick it up. Nice looking ball. And he was alert to it. Beckham is offering some sort of an apology there.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
It's Ibrahimovic! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Danger averted for now. Aimed beyond the defence. And that was very necessary. Beckham. Great defending, strong and determined. Hazard. There he goes, motoring forward.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Luis Suarez knocks it into space. No, it's come to nothing. And we hit half-time. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
And we're underway again.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
There's the shot! It's in! Japan are level! It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Ibrahimovic demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Nicely shaped ball. Now this could be a chance. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Azar. Now that looks a decent ball. And it's Rice. Azar. Can he finish? What a wonderful goal!
Well, it's hardly a great surprise to see him doing something thrilling, and it should send a strength and courage through every one of his teammates from here. Yeah, the keeper was thinking about his angles, and Loft just took him out of the equation. Elementary.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for. Azar. Now it's Forlan. Japan really looking to get back into this at the start of the second half. Played out towards the right wing. Bale. And he's gone searching crossfield. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Plenty to aim at here. And the shot! That's a decent clearance. And that would have been some goal.
Oh, that's a great chance from a really swashbuckling run. His manager will be wanting more of that. Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Pirlo. Pedri. And it's Azar. Tries to play it through. Bale providing an outlet on that flank. Takes a shot! Goal! What remarkable powers of recovery!
I could watch this every week, Peter. Talk about strength of character. Wonderful.
A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
Quite a thriller this one's become.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Adams has got the wrong side of the referee and got himself a yellow card for his troubles. Azar. Now it's Forlan. Can he get on the end of this? Rijkaard gets across to intercept that. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Rice. And Hernandez. Now, can they get him away? Oh, well played, well sorted out.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Vitinha, so much and the shot! Goal! You checked! And again they hit the front. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce and they were clinical when the opportunity presented itself.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
You have to credit the desire we've just seen here, Peter, the desire to stick to your task and keep on chipping away. Some might have backed off, but not this lot. This is very impressive.
Japan are in a tearing hurry to save themselves here.
All they need is one big chance.
Oh, what's he done? Gerrard. Distributed tidily. Hernandez makes the interception.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Well, oh, they could be caught out here. He's had a shot! He's got a goal! 2 up now, and they are cruising. We knew what was coming, and he has outfoxed the keeper again.
Not even a hint of hesitation. That is such a cool finish.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
Well, he's made this game all about him. He's got a fantastic appetite for goals.
4 added minutes has been indicated.
2 up and very little time left. Surely this is it.
Well, I think if they're going to have any hope from here, they'll need to see their more experienced lads step up to the plate now.
Nicely weighted ball. He's through here.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
He's looking wide. And that's gone behind for a goal kick. 4 extra minutes added on. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Well, that was a frustrating game. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now.
Against Japan.
Red is the colour, the only colour. We bring you this game, of course, from Old Trafford, Manchester. And already we're underway here. Well, 2014-15 certainly provided some terrific highlights for Lionel Messi's career showreel. Takes a shot! Big moment! Massive goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
All over in seconds. That's what they can do to you.
Well, we all know, Peter, that this is a team capable of breaking extremely quickly. The opposition should have been alive to the danger, but they fell into the trap.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. There's no sort of quality on that. Manchester United are looking to go forward now. In with the challenge.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Bellingham. Pirlo. To Messi. And he's been shifted off it. Knocks it into space. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. Goes for a shot! Really well taken goal. They have heard the starter's pistol and come racing out of the blocks. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
Japan are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal.
And a chance! That pass isn't the best. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Stood up well to him there. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. This looks promising. Bale, very much a man of this moment. Passing is crisp and sharp. That's a cute ball. Played into space out wide. Thuram, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Opts for safety. Van Dijk. Roberto Carlos. Manchester United looking to pass their way through. Van Dijk. Baresi. Looking for the run. Always onto this. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. And here's Ibrahimovic. Bellingham. Vieira. Now it's Bellingham. He's shifting through the gears here. Out for a throw. Van Dijk. Baresi. Not the most accurate pass. Aimed beyond the defence. He's found a way through. And the shot! Just cruising! They are cruising! And the lead is extended still further. Another moment of... And that's it. Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you.
Please be reminded that drinking is only allowed in the areas shown on this map. Thank you very much for your cooperation.